If I started from zero running, this is what I would do. Start short, but stay consistent. My advice for someone who is completely new to running is to not treat running as this really hard, difficult thing that is miserable. My advice is to treat it as something that is going to be as fun as absolutely possible. And how you're going to do that is you're going to be starting with only 5 minutes of running. And I know this probably seems like either a lot or it seems like that's nothing. And if it sounds like a lot, I bet it's because you are going out way too fast. So you want to be slowing down so that it is just like as easy as possible. And the reason why I recommend this is because as someone who used to hate running and is now a marathon runner, aiming for the 2028 Olympics, who runs 85 miles per week sometimes, I used to hate running because I associated it with something that was miserable. And that was because every time I went out to run, I was running as fast as possible or as long as possible. And it wasn't until I stopped having this performance goal that running became fun. And you really want to keep it fun to stay consistent. So start off with 5 minutes of running, and then after 2 days, you go out for 5 minutes more. And then after 2 days again, you increase to 10 minutes. After 2 days, you stay at 10 minutes, then to 15, and then you stay there one more time. So basically you're staying at that time 2 times until you then increase by 5 minutes. And this is just a very simple way of progressing into running more. And it's something that I did myself when I was new to running. And it's something that I now have had many, many hundreds of people follow as well. And it's worked really well to stay injury free and to stay consistent. And if you want this exact running plan, then go to my website, link below, and it's completely free. I honestly just want everyone to love running and to stay consistent. Tip number 2 is don't worry about data. If you follow me over on Instagram at runner Caroline Olsen, you know that I am obsessed with data. I talk about heart rate training, the importance of not running too fast, and I talk about how you should have a max heart rate and not just go by feel. And even though I'm obsessed with data, when you're a new runner, I want you to not care about the data. And I'm not actually contradicting myself. It's because at this point in your running journey, it's really not about the data. Obsessing about the data, freaking out about the data is just going to lead you to unnecessary stress. The important thing at this point is just to get out the door, get you running consistently, and then we can get into all the data and all the nitty-gritty how to optimize at a later point in time. And as far as having a smartwatch or investing in a smartwatch, I get this question a lot over on Instagram. And I want to say at this point, you really don't need it because like I just talked about, I don't want you to stress over the data. I will say if you are, getting to a point where you are running consistently for that 30 minutes or more, and you are starting to want to look at metrics like your heart rate and like your speed, then at that point, that smartwatch is going to be nice to have. But at this point, I really would not say that you need anything like that, unless having that smartwatch is going to make it more fun and it's going to motivate you to get out the door, because we love all gadgets, all gear, all that to make it fun. And that leads us to my third tip to go from zero running to running consistently is to make it fun. And you can do this by buying a cute running outfit, finding some friends to start the plan that I just described to you with, finding a run club. It could be listening to a really cool playlist, listening to a podcast. And I really urged you to just let go of all the tips and advice to optimize everything when you're in this phase. In this video, I'm not talking to, someone like me who is aiming for the Olympics. Although someone like me who's aiming for the Olympics also needs to have fun. But the reason why I stress this importance of making it fun is that is how you're going to stay consistent. And it really doesn't matter if you're running a little bit slower, a little bit faster. At this point, you just need to stay consistent, because at the end of the day, that's going to mean that you're going to get faster long term. Another way you could make it even more fun is to pre-plan some dinners. For example, I love to just like go through a bunch of my favorite recipes and then have it all ready so that I know that when I'm done with my run, I'm going to be enjoying this incredible meal. I'll also make sure to add like my favorite foods that include carbs, because the cool thing about running more is that you literally need more carbs, and it's just a great way to enjoy some delicious carbs. And be creative. Find ways to make running more fun so that you're associating it with having fun, and then we'll stay consistent. In this video, we talked about how to go from zero running to running consistently. We talked about how you start off with 5 minutes. Every other day, you increase up to 30 minutes. And we talked about how the goal is to really not care too much about the data at this point and just really have fun. If you want more tips on how to run, then I'm sure you will love this video right here. Also, I am a running coach, if you didn't know. So if you have any questions about either working with me or just like questions in general, then feel free to message me at any time on Instagram, because I love just helping you all reach your running goals. Thank you so much for watching.